What is up, YouTube? That's here. I'm back playing more Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl 6v6 singles Wi-Fi battles. Today, we're going to be busting out Gliscor, a Pokemon we've used a lot because it's like really good. But we're using it because, Morbius, that movie that came out, that new Marvel movie that came out, that has been the internet meme taking the world by storm. It's all over Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, every social media. It's Morbin time is stronger than ever, and we're about to morb out with Gliscor because it's a bat Pokemon. I was really torn between using like Gliscor or Crobat, and I used Crobat recently. I know I use Gliscor a lot, but I think Gliscor looks more like Morbius. Like realistically, he looks more like Jared Leto than Crobat does, in my opinion. If you agree with that, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you've actually seen the movie. For as much memeing that I've seen people do about it, I haven't actually seen the movie yet, and I'm just, curious to see if, like, it lives up to being, like, the terrible hype, or if it's actually good or actually bad. I have no idea. Let me know in the comments below. We're gonna go get some games in. I haven't used Espeon in a while. Haven't busted out the Empoleon just a little bit, so just want to play some standard games and have a good time and morb out with some of my favorite Pokemon. So wish me luck. Here we go. Alright, so we see a Yanmega. Oh man, Yanmega's a pretty cool mon. Gotta watch out for Aerodactyl with rocks. I think I might still lead Gliscor versus this. We'd have to switch out versus Empoleon. But you know what? It's Morbin time. We're gonna lead Gliscor. And they're probably gonna over-respect Infernape, so that means Aerodactyl is a good lead. Something like Gyarados would be a good lead. Even like I said, Empoleon or Yanmega can be decent leads versus things like Infernape. But we can just switch away to our different defensive pivots like Blissey and Rotom if we need to. We have a lot of like special attackers on this team today, so we'll see how this works. And yeah, I've just noticed, like, I've been on Twitch. I know like there's a bunch of streamers that are just streaming that Morbius movie on Twitch. If you haven't seen it, you can always go watch it there. And the chats are just like a meme clown fiesta. This guy definitely has the Ice Punch. I don't think they're gonna get away with like close combating. Like I could switch into Empoleon to block Ice Punch, and then Gliscor back to activate my Toxic Orb. I don't think that's bad. I doubt they would just pop the raw close combat on a Gliscor slot. I doubt it. Like, show me the Ice Punch. I know that's literally what it's for. So we're going to go through all this work to kind of scout if it's like Life Orb Hitmonchan. It's got a little bit about its set. There's the Ice Punch. We'll be able to restore this with leftovers. Yes, we are the ones showing leftovers. But now we can switch back to Gliscor, and it's going to frisk for the close combat for the most part. We're going to basically be able to see, like, if, for example, like we switch back to Gliscor here and they switch out, that tells us that they're totally choiced. And we also get to activate our Toxic Orb here, which is really, really nice. That way we probably can just eat the Ice Punch if we had to. And we kind of put themselves in a situation where they're like, oh, is he going to switch back to the Empoleon? Is he going to switch back to the Gliscor? What's he going to do? Drain Punch. Okay, so no close combat. That's absolutely fine. Toxic Orb is active, though. I wanted to see close combat. See, the question is, like, are you going to Drain Punch again, expecting me to switch? Or are you going to go for the Ice Punch? If I switch back to my Rotom and you see the Rotom doesn't have lefties, that's not great. We could U-turn in and get a free switch in of Sylveon, but Sylveon struggles really hard with Skuntank. This is a hard one. Actually, I don't think there's a problem with just hard switching in Sylveon. We have lefties, we have Morning Sun. I think Sylveon's just a good switch in here. We don't want to take an Ice Punch. They're hard switching. Alright, so Espeon can be a great switch in here. Aerodactyl. The question about this is do I want to just go for the raw Psychic? It's a good question. They can't Rocks us here, right? So they would just be going for like a Crunch, Rock Slide, EQ. So like we could just go for the Psychic. I think I will go for one Psychic with Espeon. Crunch might get the KO. Taunt's fine. Magic Bounce, bro. Yeah. And you don't want to set up too much with Espeon, just because like Skuntank comes in and just completely walls us out. We also get pretty walled by Empoleon, so like the fact that we can do like this much damage is really nice. We could go for, is that Lefty's Aerodactyl? That's kind of nutty. I kind of want to go for a Dazzling Gleam. I just don't know if it'll actually get the KO. That did about 75-80% tops. That's about 75-ish. And this is about half as effective. I'll go for a second Psychic. If you want to switch in Skuntank, go for it. I'll switch in Gliscor. Yeah, I'll just switch in Gliscor from here. And then pivot, U-turn out, and then we're in a great spot. Yep, I don't see a problem with this. Skuntank's a cool mon, but Gliscor should be a good mon to wallet. We also threaten with the EQ, so they're going to have to switch out, which means they're going to switch to something like maybe Aerodactyl or something. And then we'll just get a repin out. So a good situation to be in so far. There's the big Gliscor. poison jab, yo. Let's get our Morbin. Alright, so we get EQ here, but they're probably going to switch to Gyarados, right? And then we'll use this as a pivot to switch to Rotom. So we're going to U-turn here as they switch to either Gyarados and or Aerodactyl. It's probably going to be Gyarados, I would say, right? Yanmega, that's also fine. That's absolutely fine. Rotom's a great mon to bring in versus Yanmega too. So this breaks potential Sash. And Gliscor is the best pivot in the game, I think. It soaks damage, great defensive typing. It's just so good. It's super annoying to have to fight against Gliscor, I would say. As someone who's fought against a lot of Gliscor, and all my years playing Pokemon, Gliscor is still super busted. So you didn't get any like boosts or anything. Let's see. I can probably just get away with Thunderbolting. I don't think there's a problem with actually Thunderbolting. Yanmega has a pretty high base def. Detect there gets you the speed boost, but Rotom has a higher base speed than Yanmega, so we're actually still going to be faster even after a speed boost. Alright. I think this is a timid Rotom. I have like 3 different Rotoms that I actually fluctuate between, but Rotom has an 88 base speed, I think. So it's still a little bit of a speedy guy down here. Oh, what? They have the Giga Drain too? Alright, so they are faster, and we're like almost dead. I guess Yanmega is Yanmega 90? I thought Yanmega was an 85. It's my fault. I hope they're not sashed. That'd be a potential big throw for me. Losing that, oh, they're orbed. Okay. Okay, that's fair. Alright, they're still gone. But, damn. That's like, what's Yanmega's base speed? I thought it was an 85. Oh, well. Oh, well. So they can send out Aerodactyl. We outspeed that. Hitmonchan has a Bullet Punch potential, so we'll just switch away from this. Again, we don't have that many mons that can switch in on Hitmonchan. Like, we realistically don't. Like, Gliscor gets Ice Punched. We get Drain Punched here, Drain Punched here. I guess you have to go into Infernape. I don't like that. I don't. I'm going to go into the Espeon and just set a Calm Mind, I think. And then we'll just start trading with Skuntank, I think. Or maybe I'll just go for a Raw D-Gleam and just apply like a 3 to 4 pin on the Skuntank. Yeah, Rapid Spin. Oh, we get the speed boosts. Not bad. Ooh, is that a crit? That's just how much it does. That's a lot. Yeah, we have so many good... We can always go to Gliscor to pivot from the Skuntank. So, like, every single time we do this, this sticks damage on the Skuntank or the Hitmonchan. So, like, I'll just go for the D-Gleam. I think it's fine. Ooh, they stayed in. Wow. That's a 2-shot, so we're fine. Drain Punch won't do that much. Fire Punch, yeah. What'd they think we're going to switch into? Huh. Thought there'd be an Ice Punch or something. Fire Punch is a bit of a niche punch there. There's the lefties. So we still outspeed even though they got the +1. And I think this is a great turn to just go for a Dazzling Gleam. They can go to the Empoleon. It sucks that we can't pivot to our Rotom anymore. But there's nothing else we can do. So we'll see. Empoleon's the right play, I would say. There it is. Good play. Empoleon. And we get to scout for lefties here. I guess we can go into our Empoleon. You shouldn't be setting rocks versus an Espeon. Right? You should not be setting rocks. I guess we can even think about going for a Morning Sun, realistically. I'll Morning Sun. I'll try that. Normally, I don't like setting up here with these mons if they have good checks, but, like, I'll go for this because, like, I don't want to get rocked or yawned either. So, like, I'll pop a Morning Sun and then Calm Mind because you shouldn't be able to do that much to me unless, like, you're Hydro Pump or something weird. Like, Scald just does, like, probably not even half. So, big health here. Scald, yeah, it's fine. I'd like to not get burned, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's about half. Alright, so we didn't get that punished. If anything, we restored a little bit of HP, but they also got a tick of health as well. So we know that they're going to be scalding. I guess we can come in with our Empoleon and just yawn up. Rocks yawn. I guess we also come in with our Blissey. I'm going to go with the Empoleon. Empoleon Mirror's fine. I don't mind playing the Empoleon Mirror a little bit. They call it yawn. Empoleon. Let's see if they get the burn. And wow, 2 scalds, no burns. It must be my lucky day. Yeah, this is a great turn to use Stealth Rock. They're probably gonna take and abuse this by switching in something like Gyarados or Aerodactyl here. But this should be fine. I want this Rocks up before I yawn though. Oh, awesome! And we're faster than we have just a little bit of speed investment, so that's really cool. There's a Stealth Rock. Could have switched back to the Espeon. So I don't want to have to defog this, but their team's pretty weak to rocks too. Let's see. Like, we can beat most of these mons. We can't beat the Hitmon. We might be able to beat the Hitmonchan. Let's just go for a yawn. Switching that Hitmonchan, bro. Show me. Yo, and we have the protect. This is, Hitmonchan's dead. He's not gonna be able to spin either because I'm protecting. This is the most crazy play. He's like, heh, I would just rapid spin away. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. That's sick. Oh, that's so sick. And we get these lefty sticks. Yeah, it's not common that you see protect in singles, but like this is one of the few situations where it's really, really good. Protect these. Ice Beam should be a 2-shot. Oh, the switch. Really? They didn't want to go for that. Skuntank. This is fine. They're the ones taking all this rocks damage. Like they're the ones taking all of it. Like you could take it all day. I'll just yawn this guy then. Cool. So all we really want to try and do here is get up a situation where the Skuntank takes a lot of damage and like then eventually it'll unlock the Espeon, I think. Yeah, let's just go for the yawn. Got a lot of these. Might as well use them, right? Defog. Alright, so they're the ones that are had to get rid of their own hazards that they set. And I can just set new rocks after this guy's put to sleep. I think what I'm actually going to do in this exact situation is yawn one more time. Because I think they're going to switch to the one they actually want to fight the Empoleon with. Right? Because they're like, they only pivoted this guy to get rid of the hazards. And so they're going to go one more switch. And then we'll go for yawn this turn, protect next turn, then re-rocks. Yeah. Because right now, all these yawns are just forcing them to switch, but I'm not really getting anything out of it. But like, sticking on a Gyarados here, this is value. And so now when they switch, the reason why you didn't want to just go for a Stealth Rocks there is because I'd be Stealth Roxing for something that had like a Defog, and you don't do the same thing with Hitmonchan, it has Rapid Spin. Now they'd have to like hard switch to something, and I get a free Rocks out of it, so I'll take that. No way you taunt me. Dragonets, bro, they must be Lum. Okay, they must be Lum. Otherwise, why would you say him? Lum's dicey. We're going to find out right now. I don't think a +1 EQ KOs me. We'll see. Yeah, good play. Lum's the right item there. Yeah, we just got to go for a second one. I wonder if they have taunt. Please no taunt. No taunt. Earthquake. It shouldn't die. +1 Gyarados. 11 HP, baby! Alright, so that's Lum down. Even if you switched out to not get put to sleep, like, that's really value for me. We actually just want our Empoleon to die here, because, like, let's say they stay in and kill us. KO, sorry. They could still wake up. Like, Empoleon can't break a Gyarados. So, if they stay in and get put to sleep, you get a free switch from our Rotom, which is great. Or something else. If they were to switch the Gyarados here, we can just go for more yawns, more rocks damage, all that good stuff. So, like, I actually think you just stay in and yawn, and if, like, we lose the Empoleon, that's fine. Yeah, absolutely fine. So, it's a free switch in a Rotom here. Absolutely free switch in a Rotom. We're the ones with rocks up, and a lot of their Mons take big damage from Thunderbolt or Volt Switch. So, we're in a great spot here. If we were to set up with something, we could as well, but I think Rotom's fine. Yeah, they had to defog, so there's no more hazards. So, let's go with this. Big T-Bolt. And we should be outspeeding that Gyarados still. Unless, like, this is the wrong Rotom, which it might be. You know, I was surprised that Mega outsped me earlier. Alright, so we're faster than Gyarados. Yeah. Gyarados is base 81, Rotom's base 88. Choice Scarf Rotom at +1 outspeeds Gyarados at +1. So now you can send in, like, a couple different Mons, but I think that Rotom's in a great spot. I don't have to just fodder either. Like, you're the one that has to come in and take, like, all this damage. You want to defog here. And so now that your Gyarados is gone, I can go safely into Gliscor. That was the one Pokemon that was stopping me from utilizing my Morb. And it's Morbin time. So you can go for another defog here, and then I can go for an EQ. And if you want to switch to something weird, then I just soak damage and U-turn out. SP, yo, Sucker Punch, not today, Chief. Sucker Punch, good move on Skuntank. Don't say I didn't respect it. But we do be taking those. We kind of just want a U-turn here, don't we? Like, what are you going to come in with? I've taken out Mega, which means you still have the Aerodactyl. I can actually just U-turn here. We're slower than you probably, so we can soak the damage if you switch. Yeah, defog's fine. It's absolutely fine, I think. I can reset it with Infernape. I can reset it with, what other or I guess my Empoleon's down, but it's fine. I don't know if Infernape gets the KO there. Espeon doesn't get the KO. I don't want to use Blissey yet. I don't want to get Sucker Punch. I just have to go Infernape. I'm going to pop Rocks, I think. I think Rocks is actually really nice. Like, Rocks trade Poison Jab, I still keep Rocks, and then I just close combat out. I like that a lot for me. I can always U-turn out if you hard switch to Gyarados here to get Intimidate. And then I get my same repin with Rotom. So I think this is a pretty good play to come in with Infernape here. And then you'd be proccing my Blaze, which could potentially put me in like Flash Fire range. Or, you know, Blaze range, sorry. So let's see what move they're going to use. Rocks are up. Poison Jab. Shouldn't be doing that much. I think you U-turn out here. Let's see. It's such a hard sell, right? It's such a hard sell. I'm going to close combat. I probably should have just opened up with this. It's neutral damage. But, like, if you kill my Infernape, you're not defogging. Yeah, I should have just been close combating. That's like 2 leftovers ticks that they shouldn't have got. It's okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, no defog. That actually really works out for me. I'm out of rock setters, which means if they want to save this guy somehow and bring him back in and defog, they'll get something out of it, but we are going to be getting them potentially low enough to like where they can't really do anything like that. I think it means we have to go with Espeon. I know it sounds really weird. It's like, Espeon? This is fine. Yeah, I think this is okay. You're gonna pivot to your Empoleon probably, and I'm all right with that. You can Sucker Punch me too. I don't think I'll die. Oh, I might though. Okay. Ugh. That was a little bit dicey. Let me see. How much health am I at? Would I have died for that? It's obviously physical. Let's see if I would have died. I think I'm like pretty healthy. I might have died. It's super effective. That was greedy. Hey, we take those though. So for your lefties take Defogger down. You have Aerodactyl, Hitmonchan, and Empoleon. We have checks with the Empoleon if we need them. Let's think about this. Gliscor has done more than enough. Still great versus Hitmonchan and Aerodactyl though. Blissey is a good Pokemon to bring in here. It's finally time to bring in the boy Blissey. If Blissey sticks the para on the Empoleon, it becomes a lot easier to deal with. And the other 2 mons they have left don't really want to deal with it. And I don't even know if their Empoleon is Defog. It's probably just like a regular like Rock Scald set. I don't think it has Defog. Alright, so let's go Blissey, boys. Everyone's favorite Pokemon, the THATSAplusONE Special Intensifies. Let's see, how many Thunders are we gonna hit? Survey says, first time, Defog, so it does have Defog. I'm really surprised it has it. So I foddered a couple of mons to like make sure they had those hazards up, and I can't reapply them anymore. That sucks. But we hit our Thunder. Let's go. We got some big damage on Empoleon. Para? That's right. 60% of the time. Every single time. And they're thinking about switching next turn, I think. Yeah, I don't know if Hitmonchan switches in that well, though, on this move. On a Thunder. I do not know how well it switches in on a Thunder. This guy's a lot of hazard removal. Like, he has, like, 2 Defog users and a Spinner. Staying in. We hit another Thunder. Numero dos. Looks like we need 2 more. Stealth Rocks are fine. I can't get rid of them at this point. I mean, I can defog with Gliscor, but like I don't think we actually have to anymore. And are you gonna switch to Hitmonchan? Because Hitmonchan, I don't think Hitmonchan will actually KO our Gliscor with an Ice Punch, which means we can defog one more time. I'm gonna go for one more Thunder. I don't think you should try and switch in. I think at this point you kind of have to fodder your Empoleon, which means you're already like a mon down. Oh, you're getting dicey here. Who's coming in? Hitmonchan? Oh, you're risking it for the biscuit out here. I know you got a good Spadef, but let's see if you're lucky. Not lucky enough. Big Blissey energy. Yeet. Can we get that para? Yo! Blissey with the sweep. Blissey, the literal sweep machine. I don't know if Ice Beam will take out. I think I'm going to go for it, though. Ice Beam is the play. Let's try the Ice Beam. Come on. If you get the full heal, I like die. Ugh. Oh, Blissey busted. Literally Serene Grace wasting this fool. You come with the Aerodactyl, we Ice Beam that, come back out with the Poyon, one more Thunder. And we should be good to go. Blissey's the real Morbius, right? The Morbius we had all along. This looks like I said, the game's coming down to time, but like we already have like a commanding lead, I would say. Blissey's pretty good. Try and Rock Slide flinch me out. Take me to Flinch Town. Decent damage. Looks like Adamant. Ooh, not going to be enough, though. Yeah, buddy. Aerodactyl down. Man, this Blissey's just so freaking good. I never get bored. I never get bored using this Pokemon. Like, it just feels good. It just feels right, you know? I implore everyone to use a little bit of Special Sweep or Blissey in the games. You know that sometimes I use it a lot for like the course of like a week or two, and then you see me stop using it sometimes. And that's just because, like, if you overuse it, everyone, like, starts to over-respect it. I haven't even missed any of these thunders, bro. This is ridiculous. Yeet! The Wayne Pro kill from there. Para? Roar! Oh, man, they didn't want to lose the Blissey. Okay. Hey, not bad, not bad. Gliscor! Morbius! With the finishing blow! Yo, it's Morbin time. Let's do this. Oh, what a perfect way to finish this off. With the Pokemon that we're trying to feature. Note that I held off using the Blissey as long as possible, but it's always good having it in the back in case you need it. Big EQ, Paralyzed Empoleon should be slower than Gliscor. And we do be taking those. Oh man, that was a cool game. That was actually a really, really cool game. I think that overall their team is just a lot of fun stuff. Looked like a lower tier team, but still really, really fun to play. And I can respect the use of like multiple defog users with spinners. So cool stuff. Let's go another one and see if we can get some more wins. Here we go. Alright, our opponent in this game has Latios and Shaman. I don't think I've actually really fought against Shaman in BDSP so far, but people used to do it all the time back in the day, so it should be fine. I think Gliscor is actually a good lead here. You can... we want to get a... let me actually think about that. I think you have to lead Rotom, actually. I'm not a big fan, but Rotom can Volt Switch versus a lot of stuff. It lets us bring in Gliscor after clocking an Ariados Sash and then activating our Toxic Orb, so then we can switch in on Entei all game and not have to worry about getting burned. So Rotom's a better lead here. You guys know I'm not a big fan of leading with Scarf Rotom, even though it's a very popular lead, just because I like saving it in the back. I feel like a lot of people, if they have Scarf Rotom and they want to go first, they want to Volt Switch out, they always do that, and then for the remainder of the game, if your opponent knows you have Scarf Rotom, it becomes like easy to play around. So saving that Rotom in the back also puts that in your opponent's head to where like, oh, if that Rotom was Scarfed, they would have led with it, you know? So I like leaving my Scarf Rotoms in the back for Revenge KO-mons, but it is what it is. I'm just going to Volt Switch here, and we'll let them get up whatever they want, be it like any sort of hazards or something like that. And we're going to come in with, ooh, wait, we could actually just come in with Espeon. Bro, do I do it? This is so greedy, because if they Mega Horn me, I'm like super sad. I'm going to do it. I've always wanted to do this to an Ariados, so I'm doing it. What'd you use, bro? Absolutely punished. Yo, absolutely massively punished. We could have literally went to a Gliscor. Fuck my life. Alright. 2 telegraphed. It's alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go for an Napier then. And we're just gonna trade hazards, and I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I still think that was a good spot. That was a great play from our opponent, by the way. Absolutely amazing play. 100% correct thing to do in that situation. We just got super punished. And we kind of needed Espeon to, like, check a couple of those things. Like, it was a good check versus, like, Latios in certain situations if it was, like, a Specs Latios. But, and it was great versus Entei, but it is what it is. Let's see if they're switching. What would you switch into? Would you switch into Entei here? If you did, yeah, I'd be able to U-turn. So we rocks... Entei switch, Entei then goes for whatever it's going to go for when you turn out. Switch in your Latios here as well, but I don't think that's the right play. Yeah, it's fine. We just go to Blissey in this situation. Latios, the Uber Pokemon. So free rocks. This might be a defog Latios. Like, I would not be surprised if it's a defog. But yeah, we'll see. And if you're going to play Defog Latios in a tier where it's banned, you might as well just be playing like Latias. You know, it's still a really good Pokemon. I think these things get Defog, right? Because you don't have a Defog user otherwise. Psychic, yeah, see, like, imagine if, like, it was Specs, we could lock them in Espeon switching in there. That looks to be Specs as well. This is fine. The question is, do we want to Ice Beam or Thunder? I think you Thunder this first time, because it'd be nice to catch the Entei or the Sharpedo. And we don't need to Ice Beam out that Latias. Thunder would also potentially paralyze the Shaman, which would force the Natural Cure when it switches. So let's see it. Charlotte, so it's going to be Ariados, which means we can get the KO, I think. We also do outspeed Ariados, so even if we miss here, I think Flamethrower might take it out after rocks, yeah. Let's go! Let's go! Still 100% on these Thunders, by the way. Alright. Oh, I was alive! That's actually super nutty. I'm big surprised. I'm so surprised that thing's alive. I mean, it has a good Spadef, but, like, I'm literally the biggest Blissey right now. Oh, thank God we're faster. I mean, Blissey we had some speed. I think Ariados is like a base 40 speed, so it makes sense even if it had like full speed Sash set, which it wasn't showing any Black Sludge or anything. Blissey was still outsped. Cool, I'll get a second leftovers tick off that then, so it's actually better for me that we didn't KO. And now they see a little bit more of our set, so they know that they probably need to bring in, like, I would say Entei is probably the bring in here. Yeah. And the question about Entei is, like, I wonder how much I actually care. Right? I could switch in so many Pokemon. I think we need to save Blissey to not just auto-lose to Latios. So, like, I will try and switch in my Rotom. But, like, Sacred Fire does a lot, and I don't like getting burned on this thing. It just sucks that, like, we have to play on a Latios, which isn't even in the tier. But it's okay. Sacred Fire. Remember, this is a physical attack. So, look at that damage, bro. No burn. Wow, sometimes lucky. Alright, we can go for the Hydro here. They'd switch into Shaman. I think we actually Volt Switch. I think you actually just Volt Switch, because I think they're going to come with Shaman, which means we can repin with Infernape. Oh, we're going to try this. No way you stay in, bro. No way you stay in. That's right. Awesome. So that's a double tick of Rock damage on the guy. Show me the Shaman. I'll repin with Infernape. Ooh, different. Okay. Is it Gliscor time then? Gliscor gets Scalded, but not if I switch it in here. Oh, I mean, it could still get Scalded, but I think it's fine to bring Gliscor in here. Because we want to always have Gliscor as the Pokemon we pivot to from Entei. So they're going to switch away to either Shaman or Latios now. And if we can punish that with a U-turn, we're just making them take Rocks damage and we're in a great spot. Cool. I think this is fine. We can also repivot back to Rotom to get like that extra little chip from like a secondary Volt Switch, depending on how much this does, or go for like a Hydro Pump or something. So I think we're still in a good enough spot here. But it's all dependent on how they want to play this. I would say Shaman would be a good Pokemon to bring in versus Gliscor. They already know that Latios is a good Pokemon to bring in, but both those Pokemon take super effective damage from the U-turn. Yo, 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 take those rocks, baby. Take this U-turn. And again, switching to Latios to block an EQ is a good play. It's just that I'm pretty good too. So it's like, I know that I get more value. Even if you stay with a Raikou, I'd still be fine doing this. Empoleon is a good Pokemon to bring in here, I think. I think this is finally a good time to bust out the Empoleon. And then what would they go to? They have Shaman. Because I kind of want to go for a Yawn. Because like I don't really care what a Latios does. And I don't need to get a K with Ice Beam right now. And I just want to do more Rocks damage. I want to put them all within range for Rotom to just come in and use Thunderbolt and everything safely. So this is where I'm going to Yawn, I think. And then we can protect if we're big pinned. If like let's say they try and switch in a Raikou here, we can go Yawn Protect, just to stop them from trying to Volt Switch out. I guess we even switch into like Gliscor there and have like another really, really good turn. But yeah, let's see what they're gonna do. Yeah, they have to switch Latios out. So this is like the 4th turn in a row. I think we've got them to switch. And this is back to Raikou, and we get the absolutely massive Rocks tick plus the Yawn. I think we're gonna hard switch to Gliscor. Because you're going for a Volt Switch or a Hard Switch. And then I'll already have the Gliscor up and can be able to finish off with like basically anything that I want. That's fine, right? And I can always pivot back to the Empoleon if I need to. So that's okay. There's another switch! This is like a 5th switch turn. That's fine with me. I was going to protect that turn. So Shaman finally hits the board. Do I care? It gets Seed Flare, right? Which is a really, really big move. But can it handle Morbius? Let's see. Jared Leto and all of his might. Alright, let's see. What do I want to do here? Shaman's big busted. I think I can soak 1 Seed Flare. Seed Flare can also miss. I'm just going to go for the U-turn. I think it's a fine play. Seed Flare popping off. Are you Specs, bro? Holy moly, that's a lot. It wasn't orbed either. Okay. It's good damage. Puts him in the range for Infernape. Unless it's like Scarfed or something. So Infernape's big busted here. We can probably just get away with U-turning and pinning out that Latios a little bit more. No lefties. We can't get away with U-turn. We have to Fire Punch. That's fine. I don't mind Fire Punch. You can switch in your Entei here, but it would take Rocks ticks, the Fire Punch, and then we close combat. Yeah, we're in a good spot. This team's pretty reliant on hitting those sticky webs with the Ariados, and we just never gave it to them. So yeah, let's see what they want to do. It could still be Scarf Shaman, which could break our Sash, but it's not. Or even if it is, they're not staying in to find out. So that works. So the Latios comes in here. Man, U-turn would have been so good. It's fine. I wonder if we're going to get a burn 10% of the time. Oh my god, Infernape. Chill. Alright, so that Latios is 1 turn away from death. Do I need to do anything more with this Infernape? I think it's worth saving the Infernape. So, like, I'm just going to switch to Blissey. I think you always go to Blissey every time you see Latios. If you want to go for a double switch to Latios, it'll get KO'd by Rocks when it comes back in. I guess you could defog now if you had it, but I think you're spexed. Draco? Yeah, that's fine. So we just soft-boiled here and just wait him out. People are like, that's+1. You always use Blissey. All you do is use Blissey. It's like, man, because I don't know what type of people are going to bust out Oopers and what people aren't. You know? Blissey's just the safe way to deal with it. Let's see, you have Raikou, Shaman. I think it's right to soft-boiled here. You can switch to the Latios, but, like, at this point, I can just soft-boiled until you struggle, bro. Like, and end this at full. Because that's your second Draco. You only get 5 unless you PP maxed up to 8. And then the struggle will be real on your side. And if you switch it out, whenever you come back in, it would take Rocks damage and die. So, I'm in a good spot here, actually, just soft-boilding, I think. I think the right play would be to soft-boiled for, like, the next 6 turns. But I'm not going to put you guys through that. I have more respect for you guys than wasting 6 of your turns. But if this was, like, a tournament, this is definitely a 6-turn soft-boiled. Just, it's a win-win. You know, worst-case scenario, they get to switch to something that takes Rocks damage, and they lose their Latios when they bring it back out. Oh, they're switching. Cool. Hey, we take these. Some switching on Ice Beam, bro. That Rocks damage, though. Yeah, buddy. Show me that. Show me this freeze, which would condition them into having to use a fire attack. Freeze it? No, never lucky. Alright. Sacred Fire can miss. Let's be real. We don't need to even keep Blissey alive anymore. It's not, like, required. Just because Latios gets killed by Rocks. So Blissey comes in. Sacred Fire. Big burn. That's fair. Alright, we hit every Thunder. We continue. We hit like 7 Thunders in this video. Can we get a pair? Yo, okay. Yo, okay, baby. Yeah, we just let Blissey go down. I think all their Pokemon are low enough to where, like, Rotom probably cleans up with Rocks, I think. The last Pokemon that's a Dicey is their Sharpedo. I don't think they'll switch to Shaman, but, like, this is just the play that you make. Like, we do not need Blissey for anything else anymore. Oh my gosh, the switches. Show me the Shaman. Punish! Latios? The punish! Yeet. What if I soft boiled? That would have been so savage. So, Entei gets to come in and take Rocks damage and get KO'd. We get a free Lefties tick. Who comes in here? Shaman? Sharpedo. It has to be Sharpedo. And that's the reason why we actually kept our Infernape Sash intact, was because Sharpedo, in case he started popping off too hard. Yeah, we have to go for the Thunder still. Sharpedo's one of those mons can be super dicey, but you still go for the Thunder. If they get, like, a bunch of boosts and stuff off, that's dicey, but it is what it is. They can go for a Protector if they want. They don't have to. Yeah, Liquidate's so good. I'm happy to Liquidate or Waterfall, because it means they can't flinch my Infernape. This is absolutely fine. We just CC, baby! And they're orbed. Yo. I outspeed this guy, right? What's that thing's base speed? What is Sharpedo's base speed? It's at +1. If it has Protect. Now, you just have to send out the, you have to send Infernape out. I was going to send out Rotom and do something a little bit different, but, like, if they were to Protect this turn, then they outspeed the Rotom, and that's bad. So we just lose this Infernape, and we get to finish off on the Sharpedo. This is the last Pokemon they actually need to sweep the game with. So, there's Protect. See, they had it, too! I like that. I like that. And I also don't mind them going for that. They don't really know our speed tier yet. So, good play from them. They're now +2. But everything on the team is taking, like, so much Rocks damage. So, we're in a good spot, I would say. Think about it. You got an Entei that's weak. You got a Shaman that can't switch in on this. Goes for the Liquidate. Sash is about to be going up. Baby! Bet you wish you had that Waterfall, right? Bet you wish you had that Waterfall. And CC gets to finish off here. Yeah, I think all your mons are too low to be able to, like, actually fight the Infernape at this point. Maybe, like, one of them can. Like, Raikou can come in, I guess. But we have, like, we have enough mons to beat Raikou, I would say. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Shere Khan, the Raikou, right? Awesome. So this is their Pokemon with, like, the most health. We have enough stuff to still beat this thing, right? We have Rotom. Rotom might have to hit a Hydro or something, but... Oh, we still have Empoleon. That's also, like, okay versus Raikou. We don't want to switch out there. I think you actually switch in the Gliscor to get a... yeah, I like this play, actually. I think you switch in here to get a Toxic Orb proc, and that'll condition them into going for an electric attack next turn. Oh, Shadow Ball, good play. I like that from them. They mixed it up. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. And also, like, worst case scenario, we get a free switch into our Empoleon. And we don't see lefties. Yeah, I do not want to miss a Hydro. That's, like, one thing I'm really afraid of here. Ugh. I think we're just going to have to go for the Yon Tech. I don't think we'll die with Thunderbolt. But I also don't want to lose on time. You know, we are getting a little bit down to the wire. Okay. I'm not going to break the Sleep Cause versus them either, but, like, this is fine. Shaman takes rocks damage. We go for Protect next turn, block the Seed Flare, get the KO. We're still at full. We basically rinse and repeat the same type of stuff. And they don't know that we don't have a water attack, so, like, their Entei actually can fight us, but they don't know. And every single time they want to switch, we get like, lefties, ticks, and stuff like that if we happen to take any damage. So it's fine. So, big nighttime. Healing Wish! Oh, they heal their Entei! That's savage, right? Wait, that's the one that kills it, right? And he lets him to full heal on one of their Mons. I think they're going to do their Entei, right? That's sick. Change the game. Healing Wish Shaman. That's so cool. That's really cool. You don't see that every day. We are actually a bit pinned versus Entei, which means we're going to have to lock ourselves into using, like, Hydro Rotom, which is fine. Yeah, we just go for the Yawn. Got to get a Yawn on something, right? There's a Sacred Fire. Can miss. Please no burn. Oh my god, that's so much damage. Oh my god, never lucky. So we're going to do the exact same thing that we did in the last one and just Yawn again. If you want to switch in the Raikou, that gets Yawn, and I cycle you taking rocks damage. Just wouldn't break a Sleep Cause because Entei never gets put to sleep. And then, no matter what happens, our Empoleon is actually eventually going to die to burn. So eventually I'm going to end it with Yawn on something and a free switch into my Rotom. And if you just stay in here, I mean, you just stay in. Yeah, you have to switch at some point. You have to eventually commit to getting one Pokemon get put to sleep, and that's the turn I switch to Rotom. So it's good. So every single time you switch out that Entei too, it takes a ton of damage. So let's see. We have a Infernape that's at like 1, and it's slower than this guy, and that Entei potentially has the E-Speed. So it's very dicey what we want to do here. I'm going to protect it this turn. Oh, value. Absolute value right now. Volt Switch. Yeah, they tried to pull that. Hit him with the Protect Tech. Nap time Raikou. We don't want to lose the Empoleon as well and get them put in a situation where they can just E-Speed out with a Banded Entei. I think that Entei is Choice Banded, by the way. Just by how they were playing it. Just going to go for this. They don't know we don't have a water attack, but, like, it's fine. So they have to be asleep this turn. That's the value of Yawn. Alright, cool. We should be able to win. Well, I'll take that. That means we don't have to see a second sleep turn. So now what's going to happen is we don't know if they're banded or not, but the plan here is to go for Protect to scout what move they're going to do on Entei, first of all, because we want to be able to PP stall all the moves that we can. And if they want to lock themselves in like E-Speed, that's probably the right play. But if they want to go for like a I don't think they have a setup move. I think they would have been using it. So if they have a sub, like I can't do anything about that at all anyways. So we'll go for Protect. And then try and Yawn. Let's see what they do. Sacred Fire. Cool. And so we're just going to let Empoleon go down. And then we'll bring out... I don't know if it's like Scarfed Entei or whatever. You know, that'd be kind of dicey. But I think we just then bring out Empoleon or Rotom and go Volt Switch into a Thunderbolt. Volt Switch, sack the Infernape. And just win like that. It's like their 4th or 5th Sacred Fire again. It could also be like a Scarfed Adamant Infernape, or Raikou. It could be Scarfed. I think that would probably be Adamant, so that means we'd be faster. So we come in here, Volt Switch, fodder the Infernape, bring it to Rotom, and then Thunderbolt. We don't even have to use Hydro. And this makes so if we miss one Hydro and get punished, we don't just lose the game. Awesome, so we are faster, so we should be fine. Got it, so we are going to be able to get this one very close. That Healing Wish made things difficult. It made things quite difficult, I would say. I guess they could still like have like E-speed or something weird, but like I think they're choiced. All right. And then last Mon. Good stuff. That was a really close game. I liked their team a lot. Yeah, they had the Uber, which made playing around it a lot harder than I wanted it to be, but still, really, really good stuff. Let's see if they have the E-speed. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, see, like, they're totally choiced. So we are going to take those. We featured a lot more Gliscor in the first game, but I think that both of the games we played today were actually, like, really, really good competitive games. You know, I played pretty well. I think that there's still so much cool stuff that you can do in the BDSP format. Now that we have the Pokemon Home update, it's kind of unlocking all the, you know, niche mons. You're starting to see like that, like Healing Wish Shaman. That's really cool. We saw the guy before use like a cool Hitmonchan set with Skuntank. There's still a lot of cool stuff to find out in BDSP, and I found myself, I personally really love the format. I could make a YouTube video for this every single day and be happy, but I've talked about it before. It's kind of hard to get views for BDSP. I don't know if the YouTube algorithm has just completely moved on from this game, but like basically the only people that watch the BDSP content are people that are already subscribed, and it's like alienating half my subscribers that want to see VGC content. So I've been happy doing the VGC content and the BDSP content alternating, and I don't know how long I'm gonna do that for. Like I said, personally, I love playing this format, and I love that you guys get all the way to the end of these videos, because you know, I feel the people that watch the BDSP content, you're a special breed, special crowd, and I just want to say thank you again for watching and supporting the content. I've noticed that the BDSP content gets a lot more comments, and sometimes even a lot more likes. It's just that the views aren't there. The algorithm doesn't pick up and take off that content for some reason. Maybe it's my fault. If you guys have any ideas, think about, let me know what I can do to make the BDSP content better in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Let me know if you've seen Morbius yet, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.